It's 4 a.m. and you're plugging away at a term paper due the next morning. If you consider yourself a procrastinator, most likely this is a familiar scenario. But why does it always end up like this? Let's take a closer look. The average person's brain is piloted by what we call the rational decision maker. But the procrastinator's brain contains a stowaway known as the Instant Gratification Monkey. And just when you're getting started on that paper, the monkey takes the wheel. He inevitably sends you through a spiral of tangents, starting with a series of YouTube videos on deep-sea creatures, into a string theory lecture by Richard Feynman, and ending up on an interview of Justin Bieber's mom. The fact is, the instant gratification monkey is the last person who should be in charge of making decisions. But the rational decision maker doesn't really know how to put up a fight. He just feels worse about himself the more he fails to take charge, and the procrastinator ends up spending a lot of time in a place called the dark playground. This is a bizarre purgatory of weird attractions, such as the refreshing my phone email over and over roller coaster, and the opening the fridge to see if there's anything new in there since 10 minutes ago adventure. In the dark playground, leisure activities happen at times when they absolutely should not be happening. So with the monkey at the wheel, how does the procrastinator manage to accomplish anything? As it turns out, there's a third passenger on board known as the panic monster. He's the only thing that scares the instant gratification monkey, and fortunately, or unfortunately, most of the time he's asleep. But when your deadline gets too close, the panic monster wakes up. With the instant gratification monkey out of the picture, the rational decision maker is left to steer the ship as quickly and efficiently as possible. How else could the same person who can't write a paper's introductory sentence in 2 weeks suddenly have the ability to write 8 pages overnight? But this is no way to live. Far too much time is spent toiling in the dark playground, and nobody likes the panic monster. So then how can a procrastinator improve and become a happier person? Find out next time on Grumology.